불멸의 전사 2.
What's up, guys? Or should I say, what's up, fam? I'm young, I'm hip, I'm tasteless, joined by my other young and hip friend from the internet, Wolf. Hi,
you
Wolf.
and me, we're beard brothers for life, man. If you and I rubbed our chins together, we could make fire faster than the first people to invent it, man. But look at this.
To discover it, Wolf. To discover it.
Right.
Leenock versus Super.
Super, I voted for him. I'm feeling Super here. I mean, look at the arrows, even. Like, Super in his most recent games has been more of on a tear, whereas Leenock has been a bit so-so. He's got the neutral
the blue arrow.
Yeah. And
that's the arrow that kind of goes, eh.
Yeah, it's like, eh.
How good is he? You know, he's not bad. He's just not that great.
Exactly. It's, I guess to put it in less terms, the neutral arrow. But look at this. Leenock is 1-3. It's pretty weak, to be honest.
But it is Leenock, the guy we've been casting since the early days, the Stone Age periods of StarCraft 2.
Super has been fielded a lot this season. There was like a dark, dry time for him where he wasn't playing games very often, but he's played 9 times this season. That's like one less time tomorrow, okay? Put that into perspective here. And if Super takes this, we might have a series. Maybe Alive can upset versus Stats.
Yeah, it could happen, man. Super is on the up and up.
If Leenock takes this, it's all over, though. KT will pick up 3 points, and the series ends. So Super needs to have a good build here, and he needs to make sure that he's not tilted by the fact that his team is on match point.
Now that we've got the 2 GSL finalists on their team out of the way, maybe they've got a chance of coming back.
I can't believe I'm the only one who votes for Super here. But you and I were the only ones who voted earlier for
we were right that time. Now we're going to find out who's the better predictor today, Wolf. It's not just Super versus Leenock, it's Tasteless versus Wolf as the casters battle it out for the predictions here in Pro League 2016. In the bottom left, our Protoss player, he is Super. And in the upper right, in the red, Leenock.
Leenock definitely a more successful player overall, especially in individual leagues. And Super, again, one of those old players that cheesed a lot. Like, he was very famous for that. Oh my God, Leenock's doing it. He's famous for doing this, taking gold bases.
Down in Zergy.
Him, Sue, Root Cats, you know, these players that do these unorthodox strategies. Like,
yes. All right, here we go, guys.
He's going to block this hatchery, but it doesn't matter as much.
It's all a facade, though. Super's like Mike Green Sword. He's like, you won't get this hatch down. Not on my watch. No way, bro. Back up. Walk away.
He's like, wait,
walk away.
Why is the drone coming up into the base, though? I think that's going to tip him off a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so when you do this build, you're getting the gold minerals. You get this, pretty tremendous boost in income. And from there, you can put a lot of pressure on the Protoss's base. And the Protoss kind of dies or survives, but then does not have gold minerals and dies later. But let's see. I mean, this is something Protoss has been trying to work around for a long time.
Yeah, this is not a cheese or even like an all-in. It's just kind of a different opening. It's become a standard opening that you can mix in, because even if this, gets shut down, you still mine a lot of money and you could transition really easily. And Super knows what's up. As soon as he saw the gas and no pool and he saw the drone come up, he instantly rallied his gateway to that location, as you guys can see. So his gateway's rallied straight to the hatchery. Then he checks it with his probe. He didn't even check the other gold base. He's like, no, this is the one. Like, he rallied his gateway there immediately. He can send Adepts there right away with his first gateway as soon as that core is finished. And he has his own Nexus up. He did the same normal Gate Nexus core build that allows you to pressure. He's going to spend his Chrono on that Adept. And obviously Leenock will have to make Lings to hold on to this base initially, but he's got a lot of extra money to do so. Ooh, this is interesting.
Second
Second gate, yeah.
He's going to try to face this off head on, I think.
So it's kind of a late gateway, but it's going to be useful for not only pressuring this, but also maybe defending the follow-up attack that Leenock uses his extra minerals for. And he's still mining gas, mind you. He already spent 100 on that Ling speed. And this is designed here to, oh yeah, make more Lings, don't make any drones. But in this position, you don't need as many drones to be fully saturated on a gold base.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I'm liking Leenock's position. He's also getting Overlord drop, basically with this Evolution Chamber. No doubt that's what that's for. He's also got an Overlord above the main base in position to do a drop. So, I mean, Super really needs to find either just kind of buckle, like, what word am I trying to say? Like, hunker down?
Hunker down,
buckle up, like, get ready.
Buck up.
Yeah. He needs to get set up here to defend some aggression or find some damage of his own, because I'm liking Leenock's position.
I mean, I like everything. And by the way, I don't really think these Adepts did much.
No.
At all. I mean, I think the Lings would have been made no matter what, because the drop was going to happen anyways.
Yep, here's the full drop. 8 Lings in the drop. No scout. Adepts moving out. Wrong spot. Going +1 already is Leenock. All Lings are out. Nothing at home. And, uh-oh, Super's in a bad spot. Ling's already in the mineral line.
Right,
no mothership core.
This team match, I'm like, welcome to Pro League 2016, where it's the Yankees against a Little League team from Kansas.
Yeah.
This is...
Look, if this pylon goes down, no overcharge, by the way. Down it goes.
Yep.
Lynx can actually just get up in the Overlord and escape. He has Overlord speed, too. Robo unpowered. And yeah, you might look at the worker count and go, like, well, he's ahead in workers. Well, it's gold base money, and he's about to have 3 hatches.
Yeah.
The Baneling nest here means he can use those Lings that he saved and do a follow-up Baneling drop.
Yeah, I mean, well, he just has, like, so many options here, okay? And, you know, when we had Heart of the Swarm, the gold-based builds looked a little bit differently, but, you know, this is a new game, but it's the same advantage, right? Just kind of packaged differently. In this case, it's a drop, which means he can't leave, which means the gold base never really gets touched. And which only allows Leenock to then expand further and further ahead.
He has Greed Spread in 2 directions. One direction is going to the third, which would deny Super's third base. Overgrowth is just such a great map for Zerg in Legacy of the Void, I feel, and we've seen it showcased time and time again. All right, Baneling drop coming in. The drop that was in the main, coming back, this time with Banelings as well, so double Baneling drop. And Super, frankly, does not have enough to defend both fronts.
Okay, here we go. Can Super be ready? Is Super watching? Oh, okay, he sees it. He knows.
He's going to trick him into thinking it's a fake.
Yeah,
oh, look at that.
He made it look like it was a fake, so Super went back to it. And, uh-oh. Double trouble.
He doesn't have any units in position. Way late on the splits. 10 probes dead already, and more to follow, most likely. Yeah. I love that he has 2 Lings in here, because a Baneling won't one-shot a probe, but if you have 1 Ling nearby, like it can clean up the last of the hit points.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually like a perfect drop. So he actually gets out with, he got out with both Overlords, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he did. Okay, and I see it now. Yeah,
he's actually setting up to do like a Baneling Ling attack. And with the lair coming up, he can just get Baneling speed, like transfusing the Overlord. I'll need that drop later.
Yeah. Not every day you get to see an Overlord get transfused, but I guess it's a special day here.
He's just going to attack into Super, I think, and just drop Banelings over the force fields and just overwhelm him with Ling Bane. I think that's the plan here for Leenock, and I think it's going to be a smashing hit.
Okay, he's trying to move out here to while this incredible level of discomfort here. You know, his base is essentially naked. He could
creep at his third. Like, he can't even take a third base. He's like, oh, wow, I just can't even do anything here. He looks clueless. Like,
actually, that's a good thing to point out. He can't even expand if he wanted to there. Which, yeah, again, puts him in a very bad spot. There's 16 more Lings on the way here. Now, the way this is going to work is he's going to send the Lings in while he drops Banelings on top of this.
This is game over. Look at this. Here come the Banelings, and nothing to stop this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This army is dead. Perfect force fields, and I guess he lives, but where are these Adepts going? Well, oops, misclick there.
It's like he's in trouble.
Yeah.
There's more coming out here, but again, Leenock is delaying the expansion as he shoves Super back. Super, we will see a probe come up here.
15 Banelings, Baneling speed, just in case, if this doesn't work, if like a miracle happens and force fields can go in the sky and force field overlords out, he's got hydras for that. Okay?
He's got force field balloons blocking the air.
All right, let's see if like Super can do the StarCraft equivalent of walking on water and stop this next attack. Let's find out. Good force fields with the wall, but Baneling's in the sky, down lane Groin, and that is game over here.
This is a really cool way he played the game. So this is going to be a 3-0 victory. GG.
KT Rolster will take those 3 indicator points.
Damn.
Sorry, Stats, you're not playing.
Stats. Put your keyboard back in your stats, in your bag, Stats.
We'll see you next week, Stats.
Sorry you didn't get to play your game, Stats, Leenox says. I'm just so good.
He's like, oh, Baneling's blowing up.
Oh, I love it.
Starting to see some more personality this round here from some of these players. Nice.
Well, KT wrecked him.
There you go.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't a bad game out of Super. He just...
No, I thought the strategy by Leenox was actually really cool. That was a treat to cast.
He's doing what many Zergs have done in the past, but he took it to another level. Like, he's doing what Dark would do versus like a third base, like in the mid game, and he's doing it in the early game with the early Overlord drops. The harass is not the key here. The composition, though, and the extra minerals that allows him to have so many lings is the real story, because he's like, oh yeah, force fields stop my lings, but they don't stop my Overlords. There's no force field of the sky. There's no force field bubble, as you said. And what are you going to do versus this? You don't have an economy.
I actually like how you said he would have to do the equivalent of walking on water in StarCraft, which is true. I mean, that was like an almost impossible position that he's in. I mean, you have that traditional Protoss army, but they have way more than you, and tactically, there's just not really anything you can do to hold that off.
Well, no big surprises here. KT Rolster will take it 3-0. Leenox showing a really awesome build. I had faith in Super, but Leenox just outplayed him hard. And we don't get to see that 4th match, unfortunately. Fortunately for KT,
Stats.
though, because KT needs these points bad. Now, I'm still, again, Jin Air, looking forward to the games next week. Plus 11, an unprecedented score.
By the way, MVP over here at 3. Good on them.
Yeah, and even with a 3-0, KT only, the best they can do is tie with Chicken Maru at this point. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens next week. KT, you know, a team that you expect to see, they're kind of like a fixture, as you like to call it, in the playoffs. They still have to earn it, though. They haven't gained that yet. Zest is going to move up 2 spots. He's just 1 behind Maru with his win tonight, moving up to the 9-win club with Dark and Hero. And Deer also moves up as well to 5th place, to tie to Sue. And TY as well will jump up to the top 7.
Who do you think is going to be the MVP?
Tonight, I would say, I got to give it to Leenox. He had the coolest build.
I totally agree.
Toughest matchup as well. Like, nobody expects Billy or Patience to take the first 2 games. And apparently nobody but me except Super to take the 3rd one. But I feel like that was the closest matchup. The most